Come here. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand.
Well, this is officially the beginning of the DX small block build for the olds. We got the big block out of here, and time to turbo a small block olds. You got, you literally have everything.
I've got an intake, Chris Stewart's welding
fuel injectors in there right
injecting bungs in that. I got a 102 throttle body. I bought
a turbo.
I bought a turbo. I've really got everything but a fuel pump, but I'm gonna borrow. I mean, you can see we got 3 aeromotive pumps just stacked up there doing nothing. So
yeah.
I'm probably gonna put the 3.5 or 3.0 or whatever it is on there.
That's what Pat had on it.
I mean,
the olds is about to. Has the olds ever? The olds has only been pro charged like once or twice before, right?
I only had a pro charger on a big block one time, and it's been nitrous ever. I mean, every motor I've ever had, and it's just been nitrous or whatever. So yeah, it ain't never been
something different.
Something different. So it's really gonna be different. A DX block with a 92 millimeter turbo.
Yeah, I'm ready to get into it. So
yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna get some bearings and stuff for it, and
well, maybe I'll have my heads by the time I get my bearings. We'll just build the whole thing.
Hopefully, that'd be cool.
Which next weekend we're gonna be a little busy. So.
Yeah, but all right, well, let's get into it.
We're back on the DX block. I got it all honed and clean, cranks in, and I'm file fitting the rings. I got some plasma moly. I don't know. I don't even remember what brand they was, but I looked at all different kinds of rings, you know, and and I don't even know what brand these are, but they're definitely not fancy.
Yeah.
But they're good rings. I mean, they was almost $200.
Yeah. So you're just file fitting the bottom ring right now?
Right now I'm doing the bottom. I tried to buy rings that was closer, so I didn't have to, I mean, I'm spinning that thing 3 or 4 spins.
Yeah.
And I'm getting right where I need to be.
I know you hate file fitting rings. That's why you taught me how to do it.
Well, I left this out here and I had it all set up for like a week, and you hadn't even looked at it.
Yeah, sorry, I've been a little busy with everything.
That's what I was saying too.
Walk us through filing some rings, dude.
Well, you want to keep them square. You know, you put them up against those, and then you got to be careful because you can't put the metal back.
Yeah.
And on these,
we figured that out a couple times, right?
I just grind them, and then when you grind them, it puts a sharp lip on. So then I just, you know, you just want to basically deburr them. You're not trying to really tear anything up, but you don't want them to hang up in your piston. And so I do all 4, you know, corners.
Yeah.
And then when you check them, you really got to have them square. I mean, they've got tools and stuff. I just usually try to find a piston, and then I just push it in, you know, square, and then you just check it and see.
And you're
this is
this gap at 28.
This is 28, but I'm really going for 30.
Yeah.
I mean, my deal is if I'm at 30, they'll be 32. So I do 28, and then I make it where it just is a little loose.
Yeah.
Probably everybody does it a little different. That's just the way I do it. But Tracy Graham or whatever with that Amp B, you know, that old like that 70 model that's on Hot Rock Drag Week and stuff. Always wheels up. I mean, I tagged you in the post.
Oh yeah.
This way?
Yep.
You good? Or?
Yep.
Oh, come on.
Break the ring, dude.
had to give it a wobble. Anyway, Dad was looking for valve covers, and for the ones that I sold on the Olds motor, they was they're $500 a set now.
Yeah.
And then I like those ones that are cast aluminum that say Oldsmobile across them, but they're $500 a set. I'm like, golly, not really in the budget. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Alright, as y'all saw, all the pistons are knocked in now. So you officially got a short block done.
Yeah,
We're about to torque them down.
Gotta torque all the rods, and then really just need to start digging out all my parts I've had for 2 years and see what I got. On an Oldsmobile, you know, the cam's real bad about eating into the block. So, you know, Chevys, of course, they got a needle bearing. You know, all of ours are billet chain with a needle bearing on the back. Oldsmobile, they've got a copper washer looking thing.
Yeah.
Well, you can see right here, this has got a spacer on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's to space it out the same thickness as that. The camshaft's just got one bolt in the middle. I mean, it's just, you know, they're different.
Yeah.
But next thing we're gonna do is torque these, and then we'll come back and we'll probably do the camshaft and timing chain next. I'm gonna check piston how high they are in the, you know, cylinders or whatever.
Yeah.
And really, I'm just waiting on heads, because I really think I've got everything here except the heads and the manifold to put this together. I mean,
What do you got?
this is that spacer I was talking about. Like, it'll slide down and it goes
All the way on the bottom.
all
of
the
tray.
way.
Or on the cam?
Yeah, like, so when I slide that cam in, it's just got something in between the cam
And the block.
and the block. So
So that where like all our Chevys would have a needle.
we would have a needle bearing.
A needle
And
bearing.
I think somebody makes one for an Oldsmobile, but
Probably.
again,
Probably
I'm using a
$1,000
bunch of
bucks.
stuff that I had here
Yeah.
because we ain't got no money. The budget is gone on this thing already. So
Yeah. What about this cam?
this cam is a Little John Motorsports. I mean, he's changed the name of his company a couple times, but I called him, and you know, he does all LS stuff.
Yeah.
But people don't realize I mean, the camshaft in the Red Dragon he built, the one that we had in the Yeti big block he built. I mean, personally, I don't know that anybody's smarter on camshafts out
Yeah.
there. They may think they are, but all of his stuff works. And when he ground this one, he's like, "You want me to grind a what? For a what?" You know, I mean, he was really being well, this looks like some kind of solid roller, don't it? I mean,
Yeah.
as wild as it is, but he had trouble finding a core to grind, you know.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's a custom cam. I didn't like anything that I could just buy off there. I mean, it ain't like they got a turbo cam off the shelf
For
anywhere,
a small block Olds.
for an Oldsmobile. So it's gonna be. And then he called me and he said, "Well, I know you're gonna be really upset." And I was thinking, "Oh man, he couldn't find one or whatever." He said that camshaft ended up a little bit bigger. So we're gonna have to go. Originally we was gonna do an 88 millimeter turbo.
Yeah.
But he said you need a 92 millimeter now.
Yeah.
He knows my style anyway. He said, now that thing's probably gonna be pretty rowdy. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, but it's a little motor, it's a weird motor, you know. This motor, I don't know what it's gonna do. It's like 378 inches. It's got a big bore and a really short stroke, and
I'm ready to get it all done.
I mean, for a hydraulic roller, we're treating it just like an LS. Probably not the right thing to do, but once it's in the car and you put it, we're gonna plug a tune-up out of the Yeti or out of Pat right into it. And then the only thing I think we'll have to change is the firing order, you know, to match this. And we're gonna see, I mean, who knows? This liable to be a runner, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of think it will be.
Hopefully.
Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand.
Well, I've got the silicone out. I've got my crank scraper. It just barely clears, but I think I've got at least.
Point of it, yeah.
I think that's the point of it. You're trying to scrape it'll scrape all the excess of oil off the counterweights, you know, and hopefully keep it balanced. Everybody has told me that this diesel crank ain't gonna live and can't be done and all this, so you know that just makes me want to do it more.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, they may be right, but we're gonna find out. And if it don't live, we'll build another one. We'll build a bigger one. Yeah, I was gonna see if Matt was gonna go with us. Yeah. Okay, so all the black ones are fine threaded.
Oil pan's on. Dad's putting some lifters in.
Some big old honkers.
Some dog bones, as I like to call them.
These things are 921. I think it's 921. Where regular Chevy is 842.
Yeah.
And everybody, you know, a lot of people will drill those holes out and put bigger lifters in. These already, I paid like, these are factory or they was I think they was Mellings.
Yeah.
These lifters cost me $300.
Now what's dog bones or wishbones or whatever people call them?
Yeah, like on this is kind of like a small block Chevy and a later model. They've got, or a small block Ford even. You just put that in, and that's what guides it. And then we got a tray that will bolt in, and
it holds them.
Hold them all in. I think these are guaranteed to 8,000 RPM.
Well, that's good.
From the factory.
That means you'll see about 9,000 RPM in the holds. Especially with you driving. So
even though the crank won't handle it, that's what they say.
That's what everybody says.
And I haven't torqued that one yet. What's that on?
90.
We might start at 60 and then, well, I don't know, 70, whatever. We're gonna end up at 100, I think. I don't know if you're supposed to torque them to 100, but that's what we're gonna do.
What you got going on then?
Well, my heads and blockers so milled that this intake, it's got 5/8 holes in it.
Yeah.
And they still won't line up, so I'm having to.
So you're dremeling out the bottom.
I go through and mark them, and like the bolt will run right on this corner of it, and that puts the port perfect. So
yeah,
there's some jankiness going on right now, but I'm at the point of it's going on.
ain't no thread like a cross thread.
I mean,
is what
that's
you're
about where
saying.
we're at. If it takes a cross thread to start the bolt, it may be the last time we
ever take the intake off. All right, well, that's where we're at on that thing.
We're gonna
So
find out. I got a mess.
what are you doing?
That China rail don't look too good. Don't look at it. Well, like I say, I want to put silicone on all the threads of them, you know.
Yeah, you're just gonna let it all sit up now.
Yeah, I just want to snug it down and let it sit up.
Well, you got the intake on,
Intake's on.
so
Making a mess, getting silicone everywhere.
yeah, but that's really the last step of building this motor. And next step will really be putting it in the car, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm probably gonna go ahead and put my injectors on it, my fuel rails and stuff like that before we set it in. I mean, there's no sense in leaning over. I ordered some -10 bunks for the valve covers this morning, so
Yeah.
really, I mean, we're a long way away, but we're a lot closer than we was, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think that'll be it for today's video. Got this motor all done. It took us a while. It took us like 3 weeks or something.
Man.
So it kind of clips just put together from us working in the morning and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I filmed any running the rockers or any of that, but
Yeah.
I was just gonna pull it off so we can show them what we got here. I mean, all comp
Yeah.
rockers, and they're all ran and ready to go.
Well, that's the start of the turbo olds, so we'll see what happens. We really don't know how it's going to work out. We're just treating it like it's a LS motor, so
That's it.
usually that doesn't work out for anything besides an LS motor. But I don't know. Dad's got a Terminator X and stuff like that. We'll just make it all work. So,
Don't make it work.
but all right, that'll be it for today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you later.